Okay, so today's quiz is going to be over factoring by grouping. And the date is going to be February 10th. So there's going to be 4 steps when we factor each by grouping. The first step is going to be to find the m and the a. So what's the m going to be of this first?
12 times -10.
So 12 times -10, which equals?
-120.
Okay. Then what's my a?
7.
Okay, so then what's the ma? What can you multiply to get -120, but add together to get 7?
-8, 5, 15.
Say it again.
-8, 15.
Okay. That's step 1. Step 2 then tells me to rewrite the expression, but I'm going to keep my first term and third term the same, and then my numbers from the MA is going to split my second term. So what would that look like when I go to rewrite it, Jenna?
12x second plus 15 and minus 8x plus 15.
Oh, you would do minus 8x first? It doesn't matter. Minus 8x
Yeah, I did the other one.
plus 15. And it doesn't matter. If you did plus 15x minus 8x, that's fine too. And then my last term?
Minus 10.
Okay. Now, the next step, so step 3 tells me to do what, Maddie? What's step 3 say to do?
Group terms and pairs for each pair we use the greatest common factor.
Okay.
I like it in the banner. My ID.
Oh, good. Good. Okay, so we're going to group each into pairs, and then we are going to find the greatest common factor of those two numbers, and then use the greatest common factor to factor them. So what's the greatest common factor of 12x squared and 8x? What's the greatest common factor of 12x squared and 8x? 4. 4 what?
I did not do the factor tree, by the way.
X. Now, do you have to do the factor tree? No. But if you don't know what the greatest common factor is, or you're not sure if it's 2 or 4, go ahead and use that factor tree, okay? So, then we're going to find the greatest common factor of 15 and 10. So what's the greatest common factor of 15 and 10? 5. Now, using the greatest common factor, we're going to factor our numbers here. So I'm going to put my parentheses in. I'm going to bring down the operation sign plus in front of my 5. And then I'm going to think 4x times what gets me to 12x squared? 4x times what gets me to 12x squared?
3x
3x.
-2.
And then I do 4x times what gets me to -8x?
-2.
-2. Then I do the same thing with the next one. So 5 times what gives me 15? 3x. Then 5 times what gets me to -10? What's that? -2. Now I rewrite my answer by grouping them together. What am I going to bring down?
3x -2.
Times.
3x
Oh,
5x
what is that?
5x.
That's 4x, right?
Oh, yeah.
4x.
-5.
What kind of 5 is that? Plus 5. There we go. And there's my final answer. Now, if you put 4x plus 5 times 3x minus 2, that's fine. So, Jenna, what did you probably...
4x plus 5 times 3x.
Okay, yep, and that's fine. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Jenna, you're going to do this one start to finish. Ready? Tell me what to do.
You multiply 4 and 15, gets you 60, and the A is 16, and the greatest common
Or not the greatest common factor, but the MA is...
6 and 10.
Okay, so there's step 1, done.
And then you rewrite it, and it's 4w squared plus 6w plus 10w plus 15.
Okay, step 2 done.
And then
The group them, right? Okay, and
5.
very good. So Jenna just found the greatest common factor of each pair. I bring down the operation sign of the plus there. And now I'm going to factor it using the greatest common factor. So,
Yeah, that was-
yes, you have to have that plus there. It tells you what kind of operation sign that's going to be. Okay?
And then 2W, that's equals 4 and 3 plus 3.
Okay?
And then the other one would be 2W plus 3 again.
Okay. Step 3 is done. Step 4?
I guess put this real.
Okay.
And then that would be 2W plus 3, and then 2W plus 5, and that'd be 2W plus 3 times 2W.
Nice job, Jenna. Perfect. Questions? How do we feel about those? You feel pretty decent about them? Like you guys are going to do as well on this quiz as what you did on the quiz on Friday? Riley, where's your ID? How, would you just put it around your neck? Flip it around backwards.
Yeah, I can't have it on when I'm working too.
I always flip. It drives me when I eat lunch. Flip them on backwards or stick them under your hood so it doesn't rub it on your neck, and then flip it backwards.
I just, Riley's what I just lift it up and just.
Yeah, it drives me nuts too when I'm eating or I'm at my desk. Thank you. So that way I can quit asking you. All right, let's look at the backside. Let's see, we've heard from Ben, we've heard from Jenna. All right, who's going to start this one? I don't want to hear from you, Ben, but thank you. I don't want to hear from Jenna either.
I'll do it.
All right, Riley said he's going to do it.
Okay, the M is 12 times 5.
-5, right?
Yeah, and that'd be negative 60.
I'm dealing with 60 a lot today. Okay.
And then A is negative 17. And
I'm just looking too.
it would be 3 and 20.
Okay. And which one's negative?
The 3
No, wait.
or the 20.
The 20, because remember your A is negative. That means your larger number has to be a negative. Good. Okay, keep it going.
Then you would put 12y squared plus 3y
Okay.
minus 20y minus 5.
Perfect.
You
Step 2 done.
group them together.
Into pairs. Okay.
So it would be
If you don't know how to do them, what could you do? You could do the factor tree, right?
2.
Well, let's look. 12 and 3. What kind of number is 3? It's prime. What number do they share?
2,
What number do they share?
3,
3. So it's going to be 3 what?
3, 3y.
Very good. And then the second one?
4.
So we have 20. Keep it. And 5. 5 is prime, right? What number do they share?
2.
No, the 5. Yeah, they share 5. So it's going to be 5. And what operation sign comes in front of that 5?
Negative.
Good. All right. Now you found the greatest common factor of each pair. So now we're going to use that to factor them. So 3y times what gets me to 12y squared? So 3 times what gets me to 12?
4.
4. And what variable has to be with it?
Y.
Okay. Then 3y times what gets you to 3y?
3.
That'd be 9. How about just
2, 1.
1? So plus 1. Okay. -5 times what gets you to -20y?
4.
4 what?
Y.
Okay. And then -5 times what gets you to -5?
1.
Good job. And step 4, final answer.
4y plus 1. And then 3y minus 5.
Inbox it. Nice job. All right, last one. What do you guys notice about this last one here?
It's fast factor.
Yeah, you can fast factor it. Why?
We don't have a number.
Good. So let's fast factor instead of grouping it. Did anybody go ahead and solve it by grouping? If you did, that's totally fine. Fast factor, though, is a little bit quicker. So when I fast factor, I find my m. What's my m?
What if I don't put the 20 and the 10?
What's that?
And the 20 and the 12. Greatest common factor. If I don't put that there, do I have to put that there?
Where?
For the greatest common factor. For like the 12 and the 10. I mean 12 and the 20.
Oh, no. You don't have to write out the factor trees. Sorry. Okay. So what's my m? Maddie? And what's my a? Okay, so what's my ma?
Would be 1 and 14.
It would be 1 and 14. So which of these can you either add together or subtract together to get 9?
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking.
You're
1
okay.
and 14. No, it's the 2 and 7. Sorry.
Okay. Now, because my m is positive and my a is negative, what has to happen to my two factors here?
The smaller one gets the.
Well, no. My m is positive, though, and my a is negative. So if my m is positive and my a is negative, what happens to my 2 and 7?
They both be negative.
Yeah, they're both going to be negatives because -2 plus -7 equals -9. But if I multiply two negatives, I'm going to get a positive. All right, write my final answer for me, Maddie.
Here's a fast factor a little bit. Would it be 14?
Nope, don't even do that. You're fast factoring. What's your variable?
Oh, well, z.
And then your MA
-2,
times
-7.
Z.
Z and -7.
There we go.
Jesus.
It's a Monday. Nice job.